Okay, we have all seen these devlog videos, and I've always wanted to try making my own, so today I'm going to be making a merger game in only 10 days. In case you don't know what a merger game is, you're usually just combining a bunch of balls together to try and make even bigger, better balls. But obviously, I need to stay original, so I went onto Roblox, tried looking around, and I wasn't really too sure what to do, but then I got the genius idea: hats. I hopped on Roblox Studio and instantly started making a place. So to start off, I'm going to want a map. So I just stole some assets from my game and instantly just put all that together, and this is what I got. I did try to actually draw a layout in paint.net, but let's just say that looked awful. I'm not even going to show it was that bad. Anyway, with the map complete, it seems kind of dead, so I wanted to add some lighting, so I went into one of my old games, and yes, I know it looks like ass, but gotta work with what we got. So I tweaked the lighting a bit and just shoved it in my game, and this is the end result. So now I need to actually make the balls, but first I want to make some borders so the balls don't leave a certain area, and with that done, I start designing a few. Now we have some hats, but we need to actually make them merge together. So I ended up making the worst script ever, but if it works, so it's fine. There were a few interesting bugs when I was actually making it so they can spawn in, but after a few attempts, everything was working fine. So now I have an actual playable game where you can merge hats until you get the Dominus. I'll show a bit of gameplay now because actually is some of me playing it, so yeah, just check that out, gang. What the fuck was that? Oh! You're in this like a 0.01% chance or some shit, I don't know. We beat the game, guys! Yeah, I think I should change this up a bit, it seems too easy. So the game is now playable, but it's too easy. So I added 2 new hats, the Doge hat and the Domino crown. Now it takes a decent amount of time to actually beat the game. I want the game to be more visually pleasing as well, so I want to add effects. But for some reason, this would be the thing I struggled with the most out of everything. Effects is literally the definition of suffering for me, never want to do it again, but after 3 days I finally got it done. Once it was working, I added some different colour ones to make them even cooler. Also, I forgot to mention, but I added sound, you'll hear this later on in the video. But with the effects complete, I want to add a new feature, and that'd be the Obby. When you complete it, you'll get a random amount of hats, so it's not just pointless. And once I was done building the Obby, I made it so instead of dying, you get teleported backwards. I then coded the hats to spawn when beating the Obby, and it also tells you how many hats you spawned, and that's just the Obby complete. And there's one thing all of us love, and that's money, so it's time to make some. A good source of money is Game Passes, so I started cooking up this sick Game Pass icon. Only took me an hour, but like, new thing learned, so that's what matters. Anyway, this is it, looks pretty rad, so now it's time to get started on some GUI for the Game Pass. It doesn't actually work when you like press buy, but that's okay. And it probably never will work, but that's still okay. I then made another GUI, but this time it's on the screen, and it allows you to enable and disable your ×2 speed, so now you can be quicker than anyone else. You're the coolest now. I wanted to add something players could compete against, so I decided on making global leaderboards, so whoever has the most time is obviously at the top. First I had to make leader stats and add some data saving. Luckily I'm a pro at this now thanks to my other game. But global leaderboards, I ain't ever done that before, so I had to go to YouTube for that. And now once that's done, you can compete against your slimes. So like, go for first place and give me money, guys. And now it's time for the game's only purpose, badges. The players need to have some sort of goal, so I made 5 different badges. Adding them to the game is actually really easy. With that done, there's only one thing left, microtransactions. So now you can spawn hats using Robux, and with that, the game is finally done. It has a bunch of bugs, but I'll fix that later. And now, the game is completely done. I've added a few more changes like music. You know, there's a bit of gameplay now you can see in the background. But play it, it's in the description. Please get me famous, I beg.